I'm really starting to see it differently now. If you're someone who loves and enjoys solitude just a little bit too much, please watch this video until the end. There might be answers. Yeah, let's talk about solitude. I just came back from the vet. Our Dobby cat is still not completely okay. We thought he was already fine, and it turns out that he wasn't. So, yeah, I'm again late for the video, which I'm gonna try and make now in one sitting.
The neighbor is mowing the lawn, so no peace today. I guess I'll do this another day.
My husband and I, we are leaving tomorrow for a little staycation. We're gonna go escape a little bit.
Jak sa vidí, okus hlavného mája.
I used to think I was someone who preferred solitude. I just thought I functioned better alone. I'm starting to question whether or not this was really true. I always felt like an outsider. I never truly felt like I belonged, either school or jobs, groups and organizations, social situations. I just felt like slightly disconnected, even if I was included. It just didn't feel right. Small talk always felt draining and unnatural. I I managed, I learned, I adapted, but I could never really relax. There was always this tension in me, tension and discomfort. I was more observing people than really being in it. So I learned how to adapt in social situations, but it never really was natural. I would adjust myself depending on who I was with. Basically, I didn't know most of the time if I was doing it right, um, because I just wanted to fit in and I just couldn't find the way. Man, social situations would always so drain me. I would get so exhausted and I would need days to recover. So much discomfort for no reason.
Early morning run. Wow. I'm back at this church, but I'm a little out today. I went on this bike ride and this was hot and hard. My husband and I came home yesterday from seaside for our little quick getaway, and we celebrated our 10th anniversary and my birthday, so we was acting like a bunch of teenagers. It was amazing. We should do that more often. We kind of realized that.
I slowly started withdrawing from people and situations. I told myself I function better alone. I've been thinking about this a lot this past week, and now I'm just starting to believe that this was just protection. Solitude gave me relief, but it was also avoidance. This was easier than risking not belonging. I don't think I avoided people because I didn't want connection. I think I avoided them because I never quite felt safe being fully myself in groups.
I love it here.
So, what happened differently this year and how I even started switching my mindset around solitude is earlier this year, I gave myself the best birthday present I could have ever given myself. I joined a group. I signed up for this workshop. I mentioned it before. It's about psychological astrology, which, besides the point, what it is, uh, something really interesting happened. Me signing up for this group was getting out of my comfort zone. I was way too much isolating myself at that point. But since I went back on this journey of, self growth, I made myself try new things. I came to that group not really believing that I'm gonna finish it. I thought I was gonna go a couple of times and then I'm gonna get overwhelmed and uncomfortable and I'm not gonna go anymore. The workshop is very vulnerable place.
I hope the rain doesn't catch me. Whew.
For the first time, I feel like I don't have to perform. Like that's a huge one. I don't feel like I have to carefully manage myself, how I come across. I don't feel like I have to hide parts of myself. We are all there sharing our most deepest, darkest, embarrassing things. And I don't feel like I have to filter anything I say. I feel very safe and very comfortable there. It's amazing. I'm gonna be completely honest. I love solitude. I need it, I value it, and I appreciate that about me. I actually need that space to understand myself. I just don't think that it's the whole picture anymore. So I don't think I'm a person of solitude. I just think I misunderstood its role in my life because I don't think I only needed solitude. Oh, I've been so closed for so long. I really didn't know what to expect in this workshop, but I stayed. I'm very excited every week to go there, and I feel like I am actually growing.
Meow. Hi.
It helps me open up and it makes me question my need for solitude. It showed me that socializing and being around people doesn't have to be so overwhelming and stressful the way it was my whole life, basically. And I'm so glad that I found this group. We only know each other since March. I feel like I've known them for years because of the topics we're discussing. So I'm really starting to
You're
see the
fine.
difference when I'm around people where I lose myself and then people where I find myself. So this is actually the first time I've noticed this pattern clearly. What surprised me the most there is not actually what happens there, which is profound in its own way, but what happens after when I go home. When I leave, I don't spiral into overthinking. Instead, I feel very grounded, present even, and somehow more myself. Solitude was not my identity, but it was protection.
We have summer. I feel great. It's so hot. I want to be on the beach, but not just yet.
So if you're someone who isolates a lot, maybe question yourself. Is this really the whole truth? Or you're avoiding and protecting yourself? Because you can have both. And maybe that's the real balance I was looking for. Not really choosing between solitude and connection, but learning how to live in both and letting them shape each other. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Um, I guess I'll see you next week. Until then, take care. Bye.